Okay.
Is this quiz one styled?
It's not exactly visual style because the question are still the same only, right? Practice, graded,
Yeah,
activity. So it's on like it's only for practice and that too topic wise.
got it.
So it will be something like this. And here is the menu. So now if you want to go back to week one, you go to week one. Want to study any other topic, you start it and you see the concepts and questions there. And if you want to repeat the same question again, for example, here, you even need to save and then you go to next page. So now I click on how did I do. So only option 9 comma 1 is correct. It satisfies all the condition. So now you have this. Now I still myself I am not used to this platform, so I'll tell you more in few days. Okay, I'll explore it myself and I'll say like, pass it on to you by the next session. And by next session, all of you would be getting the access. Okay.
Yes.
Any doubts we want to cover or continue with the practice assignment?
I have doubts in three questions, sir.
Okay. Others? Any one of you who have joined the TA session? Okay. It's recording also. I discussed almost all PA questions. Only two of them are left. That is of SSC, sum squared error concept. So first I'll take doubts then.
Yes.
You can send
Uh,
your doubts on the G space.
I have doubt in week three content.
Oh, anyone who has doubt in week two content?
I had a doubt, but it
Sir,
is
I
of
have.
GA.
Yes, please.
So maybe we can.
No,
Sorry.
not you. Like the one who has in week two. We'll discuss week three in coming up sessions.
Got it.
Sir, we can just discussion about the week two content, sir.
Okay, like in general, you are saying,
Yes, sir.
or do you want any specific question or person?
Not any specific question, but I just want to discuss about the topics from week two.
Which okay, which topics?
From first, sir.
Sorry,
From starting.
I'm starting. In previous
Just
mentor
give us
sessions,
the
you did.
gist. They
Sorry.
gave, sir. They gave, sir. But again, can you just give me gist of that topics?
Okay. One. So these are wait, even the state line fit has this concept called SSE, right? So I'll remove this all part because it's almost all about formulas, and even this last part is about parallel perpendicular lines, slopes. Product is -1, which we know. Parallel lines of this form, if it's given like this, and there is another line this, then how do we know if it is parallel? We know it by this. This is condition for parallel lines. Now the condition for perpendicular lines is, can anyone say what is the slope of this? It is minus a1 by b1, right? If minus a1 by b1 into minus a2 by b2 equals minus 1, then what would the relation be? It would be,
A1 into A2 equal to minus B1 B2.
so this is the condition for perpendicular lines. Perpendicular, I'll take a brighter color. A1 equals minus b1. Okay. This is for parallel. Now intersecting, it's not needed, so this is parallel and perpendicular. The person who asked for the gist of it, should I give gist of this formulas or it's fine because
No,
it's all
it's
about
fine, sir.
formula? Okay. Now same with distance of a line from point. So if this is there is a point, let's say h comma k, and distance would be the shortest distance, that is perpendicular, right? We know this line's equation, it would be ax plus by plus c. And the formula is what? Modulus of a h plus b k plus c mod by root of a square plus b square. This is this. Okay. Now straight line fit. What was straight line fit? It was about, for example, you have some random graph, not a perfect discrete graph, something like this. So now what you do, there is a line which is the best fit, straight line fit we call. So what we do is we draw perpendicular, not perpendicular to this line, perpendicular to x-axis from that point. So wherever it cuts it, you know that this point would be following the line equation, right? Ax plus by plus c. And here this point is some x1 comma y2. Then what is the sum squared error for this? It is y2 minus y1 whole square. This is the error. Now you do the same for this point, all the other points, drawing perpendicular to x-axis, seeing where it intersects. Again, this would be some xi comma yi. So
So this means for straight line or SSE?
can you repeat?
This formula is for a straight line or it's for some squared error?
Sum squared error. We are finding this squared error. For example, this, if this point and this line has some squared error of this much units, even the units will get squared because there are many questions in which you are having xy axis some real quantities, right, which has some unit x, unit y. So while calculating this, you are getting unit y squared. So even there are some questions which ask about this too. So be careful about this. So this is some squared error, right? Now slope, intercept and all forms were already done. Should I do it again? General form.
Can you give a brief about conversion, please?
Okay. So this is the general form. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So now we want to convert it into slope intercept form. What will you do? You will take all the x and constant terms one side and y terms one side. So Py is equals to minus ax minus c. Y is equals to minus a by x minus c. So now this is the slope and minus c is y intercept. But whenever you are talking about intercept, you don't worry about the minus sign because intercept is just the length. So yes, c is the intercept. So this was slope
Sir,
intercept form.
sir,
Okay,
is there minus C by B?
that is slope.
No, after
Okay, yes. Wait, one. B. Correct. So now it's fine. Yes. We divide both sides by b, so by b, gets cancelled. Minus a by b minus c by b. So c by b is the y intercept. So clear to in converting general form to slope intercept form.
Yes, sir. And
So
a normal intercept form.
for that, I'll first let's do other forms. Intercept form. Now, how would you do intercept form? Always remember, try to make equations like this. So it could be something like this, right? And
Yes,
this
sir.
usually is 1. So now try that only. So what you do is ax plus by equals minus c, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now divide both sides by minus c. So what would you get? You'll get x by minus c by a plus y by minus b c by b equals 1, correct?
Yes, sir.
So this is intercept form.
Got it.
Now which form do we what are the other forms? 2 point and point slope form. So that would be something like this. H plus take that on one side, so you'll get this. Now what you do is you have the slope, divide both sides by b. So minus a by bx minus c by b is equals to y. Now taking the slope common. So if you take the slope common, minus a by b of x minus this is what d. What is this? X intercept, right? Is equals to 1. Is this fine?
Yes, sir.
And here, what is the point? Here, point is d comma 0. And what is the slope? minus a by b. So point slope form. Your point is d. Here, if you take 0, and this slope is minus a by b. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So whenever you want to convert it now, and when you even get confused with the small a and the above small b, what you do is instead of writing ABC in small letters, you can do A, B. So now you won't get confused. Even if C is confusing you, big C and small c, while doing your rough work, keep your rough work clean. That's the most important part. Because if you don't keep your rough work clean, you can't go back to your equations and be sure that this was the equation. It will waste your time, and if it doesn't waste your time, then it will uh, tend you to make more silly mistakes, which will, like, by default, like, you'll get less marks, though you were deserving. So keep your rough work clean. And now coming to normal intercept form. This is not asked so much, but it is something like this. We'll go with the variables given in this picture. So here, what is the normal intercept form usually? Can you say?
Y minus Y naught 1.
Hmm.
Y minus Y naught is equal to mx minus x naught.
M. Can you repeat?
Y minus Y naught is equal to mx minus x naught.
M x minus x.
It would be in brackets, the x minus x naught part.
This is slope point form. No, this is not normal intercept form.
Normal, was it x by a plus y by b?
No. Actually, this is not there in there with us. Actually, it's this. No, will be x cos alpha. Wait, it's cos alpha. Yes, x cos alpha plus y sine alpha equals b, where alpha is this angle. What is alpha here? This is normal, so this is 90 degrees, meaning that tan alpha, or else we can say tan alpha into, let this be theta, tan theta is equals to minus 1. So tan theta equals minus 1 by tan alpha. Okay, so this is the slope of this line. Now you can see here, if you take the slope of this line, it would be minus cos alpha by sine alpha, which is minus cot alpha. This and this are same. Agreed?
Yes.
So yes, so this is the slope normal intercept form. And usually they won't ask you this complex question to convert it from general form to normal intercept form. So don't worry about it. Okay.
So I think this was not taught in week 2.
So that's why. But you asked, so I told you.
Yeah.
So
Got it.
don't worry about it much. So this was the gist. Distance formula, section formula, area of triangle. When do you use area of triangle formula and slopes formula usually?
Area of triangle is to check if the points are collinear.
Okay. And also to for really checking the area of triangle and
Yes.
slopes to
Slope, if a
compare
point is given, then to create the equation of line.
to check
Yes.
collinearity, right?
Yes, sir.
Now can anyone say let's take cx plus dy minus p equals 0. Now can anyone say how do I convert this to intercept form?
Sir, can I?
Okay,
We can send the p to the right hand side and divide
okay.
the left hand side by p.
Can you repeat?
We can send the p to right hand side
Okay.
and divide the current left hand side with p.
You can't divide one side with p, right?
Oh, sorry, I meant both sides.
So this, right?
Yes.
So x by you will get p by c plus y by equals so here x intercept is p by c, y intercept is p by d. This is just a everyone.
Yes, sir.
So like any more concepts to be covered? Anyone
No,
who
sir.
wants any forms?
Not in
Others
week
also?
2.
Okay. Others?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now what should we do?
Week 3 questions.
Week three. Everyone, have everyone started week three? Anyone who has left
No,
week
sir.
two yet
Still, I
to?
didn't start with three.
Okay. So did you submit the assignment or are you going to do it after session?
For week
Week
two,
2
I have done,
graded.
sir.
Okay. Week two you have done. And week three, how much have you completed? All of you?
Only tutorial is left.
Okay. And
And
others?
GA.
Okay. And others?
I am working on practice assignment right now. Week 3.
Okay. So is everyone good with discussing week three or should we continue with two? I'll okay.
Sir,
Actually,
I'll
you
like
have some
discuss some
could
questions.
you,
questions.
actually
Sorry.
could you please give us some questions so that we can try and verify that everything is clear for week 2?
Okay. Then I will for now take some questions from the Mobius platform and stick it here, and then you all can solve. Is that fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Give me few minutes. I'll take the questions and paste it. Till then, you all can yourselves revise the formulas and concepts and even way to apply which formula in your mind or wherever
Sir,
you want to.
sir, I have one more doubt. You said that there was a tool to check the visualization of the graphs. What is the tool name? I forgot it.
Or the graphing calculator,
Yes, yes.
Desmos.
Desmos.
Yeah, Desmos can be used or GeoGebra can be used. But GeoGebra is not so user friendly, but Desmos is.
Okay, thank you, sir.
For now, just solve it, but don't say the answer.
Sir, can you tell me that website name before you were in the starting class? You were telling right.
Mobius, but you won't be able to access it now because you are not still yet added to the Maths 1 class.
Okay, sir.
And you will get a mail, so don't worry. Because without mail, like you will have the credentials in mail to log in and all. So even if I share the link, there is no use.
Sir, I got the mail and logged into the credentials, but there is nothing on the Mobius.
Yeah, it will take some time.
Oh, okay, sir.
And even the people who didn't get mail, they will also get the mail soon.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes.
Sir, I have one doubt.
Okay. Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Sir, why you take x minus d x intercept in
Sir, what's the third question?
form?
Okay. You mean this, right?
Wait, you are not audible. Let me re-enter.
You mean this one, right?
No, sir, not this one.
I wrote it here like this, something there was here. But there was D, right?
Yes, sir, minus. Yes, this
Haha.
one.
This one only. Both are same. Here, this is the slope. Now, what if wait, let's go from here.
And sir, it should be x minus p, and you take p divide x divide by c.
One. Here, now let's divide both sides by B. Okay. Now, what I will do is, I'll take minus A by B common. So, I'll get it as C by B. Correct? Is this
Yes,
correct?
sir. Yes.
Now, uh, what do we know? That minus C by B is y-intercept, correct? Because it is slope and intercept form, correct? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So let this be minus C 0 of C by B. So now this is the y-intercept. Now what is this? This is x-intercept, correct? Now let this be some q. So what do we know? Minus C by B by Q is equals to minus of slope, correct or not? This by this. Rise by run. Rise by run is slope. And I took negative because this is the angle, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that's till here. Did you understand this equation? How did I get?
Yes, sir, I understand.
Okay. So now minus minus gets cancelled. C by B by slope is equals to Q. Correct? Now what is the slope here? Slope is minus A by B. Yes. So what I'll do, I'll put minus A by B. Now you yourself can see here also B and B gets cancelled. Here also B and B gets cancelled. You will get minus C by A equals Q. But now here usually it's in this form. Now this is the x-intercept. So what you will do is you will convert it to y equals minus A by B into x minus of minus C by A. Now this is represented like this, with minus A by B slope and x minus D. Fine. So this is point slope form, or you can even say slope intercept form, but here the intercept is x intercept. Okay,
Sir, which question is it?
it isn't a question. She was asking that how is this dx intercept?
Got it.
So now did you get it?
Yes, sir, now I get it. Thank you, sir.
Yes. So we were on these two questions. Anyone like solve it?
Sir, I have.
Anyone who has already solved it? Both of them?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Option C. In the second one.
Okay. Others also, is it yes or no?
Yes.
Others also? Should I explain this? Should I explain it?
No, sir.
No, it's clear for me.
Okay, so yes. Now this one, should I explain it? Like,
No, sir, it's easy because we all know that. It's just
okay.
see.
Others also? Okay. Now this one?
So I'm doing, sir.
Even others. Like, if there is any problem with this two question, please say.
So your screen is not showing.
For everyone, it's not showing.
It's showing, sir.
Once try rejoin.
Done, sir.
Sir, explain this third one question. 4 divided by 3x square plus 6x minus 45.
Yes, I will explain. So let's do this question. Till then, others can try this one, both domain and range. So now here, 3x squared plus 6x minus 45. Denominator should not be equal to 0, correct? So now what I'll do is I'll take 3x squared plus 6x minus 45 is not equal to 0. Now I'll solve this. How would you solve this? X squared plus 6x minus 15 not equal to 0. Now, how do I factorize it? Can it be factorized? Or else check the discriminant.
So instead of 6, it will be 2 inside.
Yes. 19. So, can it be factorized? So, plus e square minus 5 plus 3, right? Others also? You
Yes,
can
sir.
even use discriminant or you can directly check the factors. Here 15 equals 3 into 5. It's minus 15 and this plus 2. So 5 into minus 3. So x squared plus 5x minus 3x minus 15. X of x plus 5 minus 3 of x plus 5 x minus 3 into x plus 5 is not equal to 0. Now you can see that at x equals 3 comma minus 5 denominator becomes 0, correct? So now you remove all the values from real numbers which make denominator 0. So x minus 3 comma minus 5. Others also got this answer.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is it fine? Okay. So now the next question.
Sir, 3 or minus 5 is the range. How to calculate domain?
3 and minus 5 are roots, correct?
Yes, sir.
Oh, not 3 and minus. Wait, is it 3 and it's plus 5. So yes, minus 5 and 3 are the roots. So now you know that at this roots, denominator will be 0, right? But can denominator be 0? No, right?
Yes, sir.
Naturally, it would take all the real values. But you will remove those values where it is 0. So what I did, I took the real set and I removed 3 and minus 5. And also these brackets are important. This represents individual elements. And if I say something like this, then this represents all the from minus, wait, it can't be represented like this. This represents all values from minus 3 to 3, where 3 and minus 5 are not included. Okay, so what I did, I removed those values where denominator was equal to 0.
So means except 3 or minus 5, the domain, all the values are in domain.
Yes, because it will be a real number, right? This
Yes, sir.
value will be a real number.
Yes, sir. Now I got this. Thank you.
So now this question, minus 3 by minus 4x plus 12 minus. Now you know this again should not be equal to 0. So what you do? Same thing again. Minus 4x is not equal to minus 12. 4x is not equal to 12. X is not equal to 3, correct?
Yes, sir.
So now domain becomes all real value minus this 3. Correct?
Sir, why we are
Yes.
taking only denominator, not numerator?
Because we here the equation depends only on denominator. Here there is a constant. Here also there is a constant. Only you have to check for the conditions where this whole output should not be undefined. Whenever here in this two cases, whenever the denominator is 0, then the output becomes undefined, right? Yes or no? If the output becomes undefined, then that value of input should not be included. So here also I check the same thing. Yes?
Sir, can you repeat this again? Actually, I didn't hear you.
Here the output should not be undefined, right? This should not be equal to
What are you
0.
meaning by undefined?
There is a number 4 by 0. Is this defined?
No, sir.
Can you divide any number by 0?
P by Q, Q not equal to 0.
Right. And not necessarily p by q. Here it can be a rational number too. But in general case, there can't be 0 in denominator. You can't divide a number by 0, right? So it becomes undefined, which is not defined. Is this number defined? Is this operation defined? No, right? So hence it becomes undefined. Because you multiply anything with 0, you will get 0 only. You can never get 4.
So it means if we will take 3 in this equation, it will be 0 in denominator.
Yes. For example, here this is the undefined value. Now, what if I say this equation? So here all values less than 3 are undefined, because here what is the defined domain for roots? That x minus 3 should be greater than equal to 0. So x should be greater than equal to 3. So now all the values, that is x less than 3, is undefined values, because we have defined the square root to take positive values only. So undefined means this. So coming back to this question, here undefined meaning this should not be equal to 0. So that's why this also should not be equal to 0. There is any problem in numerator? No, right? So it doesn't matter. Or else there would be equation like x minus 3 by there is some quadratic equation. Let's take for example this itself. What is it here? 3x squared plus 6x minus 45. So what does this become? Now you know the domain of this. It's r minus what is this? R minus 3 comma minus 5, right? Right. Now you know even this domain. What is it? All values of x greater than 3. So that is equal to 3
So
to
in this
infinity.
kind of questions, whatever will be in numerator, we are always solving in denominator. This correct?
No, no, that's why I give this example. Now, here you are taking first, you are checking domain of this numerator. This is the numerator. This is the denominator's domain. Now you will take the intersection. So you see here 3 is not included. Here 3 is included. So first of all exclude 3. Now here all the values less than 3 are not included. So we need not worry about minus 5. So now directly to infinity you can send. So now this is the domain of this equation. Is that fine? I took the intersection of this set. One set is this. Other set is this. This can also be represented as okay. So now you need to take intersection. How will you take the intersection? Check for common elements. What are the common elements? First of all, 3 is not common. So remove 3. Always check for the border cases first. Now you know that here by default there is no negative value allowed. So what will you do?
So 3 is common
You
element,
will,
right?
sorry,
3 is common element.
3 is not common element. Now we have here removed. What does this mean? We have removed it, right?
Okay.
Yes or no? Here we are
Got
removing.
it.
This can,
But the
this can,
square bracket means 3 is included.
yeah, here it's included. That's why here it is not included. Here it's included. What does intersection mean? It should be present in this also and this also, right?
Then it's 3 only, no, sir? Because it's there in both the.
It is not here, right? Where is it here? I am removing 3. What does this slant mean? I am removing 3. This can also be written as minus infinity to 3 union 3 to, wait, not minus infinity, minus 5 union minus 5 to 3 union 3 to infinity. Here you can see that minus 5 and 5 are not included. This is equivalent to this expression. Once try creating this, like for example, I'll give two questions now. Now simplify, like for example, how did I write it here? From minus infinity to infinity, write it like that. So what will this be equal to? How much? Can anyone say?
Um, 3. No, 3.
Okay. Then
Sir, but 2.99 would also be included, so 3.
3. What bracket should,
Closed,
what
closed.
bracket okay. Union. So it means this. Similarly here, if you take the intersection, you know that 3 is not here. 3 is not here.
Sir, in first equation you are saying 3 is included. And after this you are saying it's not included. I'm just confused. Which one is correct?
3 is removed.
Yes, I understand. In this one, equation 3 is removed. After this, in second
Here,
line,
just
you
for
are...
example, here, just for example,
Okay, okay.
this to get used to this notation, because in exam they can use anything, right? They can give it to you like this, or they can give it to you like this.
Sir, in this example, do we use the closed bar bracket minus
Yeah,
infinity? 3
no,
is included right now, right?
yeah, because 3 is not removed here. 3 is not removed here.
The last time you said that 3 is
Yeah,
removed,
yeah,
3
yeah.
is not there here, and now you're telling is there.
Here,
Yeah,
just
it's a
for
confusion
example, this
about
is the
the
different question.
it's
Just
a
to get
confusion
used to
about the
this
open
notation.
and closed intervals.
Sorry, can you repeat?
I think it's some confusion about the open and closed interval for everyone.
That's why. Look, this thing and this thing is separate. I just wanted to show that how do we convert this expression to this form. This has nothing to do with this 3 and here 3. This was just a question. For example, I am giving one more question and it's different just to learn the representation. Now, for example, if I give you, let's take different numbers. Now, can you say me what is this equal to? Wait, I'll use more different numbers, not 3 again. Now, can you say me what is this equal to? Close bracket 4, comma 7. Yes. Did everyone get this? How did your friends say this?
Yes, sir.
Others also?
Sir, in this question, it's showing 4 is open bracket, and you are say after this you are taking close bracket.
What does this slant mean?
It's removed. I understand you are saying it's removed. Minus 5 and 4 are removed.
No. What have I used here? There are parentheses. So I am saying that minus 5 to 4. These values are removed where 4 and minus 5 are not included. I look, for example, if I use this, then in this expression it would be like this. This means that from this set, I have removed this elements over here. Did you get it or not?
Now I get it.
Sure.
Not 100%, but I'm trying to understand this.
Look, here in this set 4 is there, right? In between.
Yes, sir.
Now, what am I saying? That till 3.99999, this value you remove. I'm not saying 4 included. I'm saying 4 excluded. Meaning that I'm not saying to remove you 4 from this one. That's why I'm including it here.
Okay, okay.
Hmm.
Now I got it, sir. Thank you. In first one, 4 is included. Right?
Yeah. So now the same thing here. Now for this question, I have this one domain of numerator and this is domain of denominator. Now for complete equation to be defined, numerator and denominator together should be defined. So we take intersection of these two sets. So now here there is curly brackets. So I don't mean from -5 to 3, not like this. I'm just telling only -5 and 3. So now I remove 3 from this because here 3 is included, here 3 is removed. So it's not common. So what I do is I take out 3. Now what is the other value which is removed? -5. But here there is no negative value taken into consideration. So it doesn't matter if you write it or not. So directly you take it. There is only one uncommon element in this and this. Which is that uncommon element? 3. Like for example, if I say this is numerator domain, this is denominator domain. So this is only 3 is here. Now what is the intersection? This part is infinity and this part is r minus minus 5. This whole thing. This whole thing is r r minus or else you can only 3 is not included. So it doesn't 3 it doesn't because this whole rainbow color thing was what we say domain of the whole numerator. That's why this is equal to domain of numerator and denominator. You can see it was completely included in this. Only one element is not common in numerator, that is 3. Else whole part is here only. So when we take intersection, we just remove 3 until infinity. Okay. Is this fine?
Yes, sir.
So coming back to this question. So here we found the domain. It should not be equal. Now, how do we find range? Has anyone found range of it?
No, sir.
Okay. So now, can you tell me what is the minimum value of this thing?
0.
Minus infinity. Only this thing.
Oh,
And maximum value is infinity.
yes, sir.
Correct? If we take both the values, anything, this term would be equal to 0. Yes.
Speed.
So what is the minimum value? That is
Minus infinity.
no. This whole equation we have to find now.
Yeah.
So this, when x tends to infinity, this first term tends to 0. So the minimum value is minus. Okay, and it naturally like feels like it is there, but it won't be exactly there, right?
If x is 0, then wouldn't the first part be 1 minus 1 by 4?
Or else wait, we'll take another approach, not like this. What we can do is we can interchange x and y values, correct? Let y be
Yes.
equal to just 12 minus 1. Now what I do, I take y this side and I take x alone. So y plus 3 is equals to minus 3 by minus 4x plus 12, right?
Yes, sir.
So minus 4x plus 12 is equals to minus 3 by y plus 3. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So now I take minus 12 that side, not minus 12. I subtract 12 from both sides. Plus 3 minus 12 x equals, divide both sides by minus 4, so you get 3 by 4 into y plus 3 plus, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now find the domain of this. Like what you do is take this to be capital Y, take this to be capital X. Now if you find domain of this thing, domain is equals to range
Will it be
of
minus 3 by 4?
where
The
no, we are
domain.
dividing it by minus 4, right?
No, the last equation.
No, it won't be minus 3 by 4. Why would it be minus 3 by 4? Here you can see now. Here it's minus minus. So what I did, I divided by minus 4. So what do I get? I get x, I get 3 by 4 into y plus 3 plus 3, right?
No, I meant the domain would exclude minus 3 by 4 of this equation.
No, it's brackets over here. You will only exclude minus 3. Coming to it. So now this is range of this equation. So what you will do, calculate the domain. You will get x plus 3 not equal to 0. So x is not equal to minus 3. So what you will do? You will remove minus 3. Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
You can even check this solution. This is the solution. To determine the domain statement, look, they have also considered denominator to be not equal to 0, because if it is equal to 0, then the whole output becomes undefined. Defines all x that ensure that there will be no division by 0. Ensure that there will be no division by 0. For this particular question, you need not worry about numerator because it is a constant. Okay. But else you need to also worry about numerator. You will get those type of questions also while practicing. Solving this gives x is not equal to 3. Therefore, the domain D is equals to all real values where x is not equal to 3. This is equivalent to saying the all real numbers minus 3. Correct? It was the answer for the second question, right? For this one.
Yes, sir.
Now, how did they calculate range? Since 0 cannot be the result of division with a non-zero numerator, so they took it directly not equal to 0. Because this thing can't be 0. Only when this thing tends to infinity, then it is 0. But this is no defined value, right? You don't know what this big number would be. So it will like go very small, but it will never touch. It will just go. This is known as an asymptote. Okay, so this you will get it like in the further weeks. So this can't be equal to 0. Any one and this expression, this can't be equal to 0. Everyone knows that, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
they
sir.
use that itself multiplied both sides by -3, subtracting both sides by -3. So you get the original equation, and this is not equal to -3, right? So again, our answer matches. That is R removing minus, correct? You can either do this, interchange y and x, taking x alone and y, and then calculating,
Yes, sir.
taking y as x variable and taking the domain of y. Okay,
Sir, can you give one or two more for practice like this?
I'll give it. And today this session was like overloaded, so you all want to continue and or I'll give some questions, and in the next session we'll discuss it. Is that fine for all of you, or you all want to study more?
Fine, sir.
Others also?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll give two questions and that you can solve right now or afterwards, and we'll discuss it in next session, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'll give again the question of domain and range itself. Okay,
So please try to end session on time if is it possible.
for today I will end it earlier because the session I felt was heavy for you all to like digest. Uh,
Yes, sir.
Sir, can you send the question in group?
yes, I'll send the
Also, sir, please give some questions from week 2 also for practice, if that's possible.
okay. Yes, I'll give it from week 2 also. One minute, I'll give some questions from week 2 also. Yes, this would be fine. I'll send this the questions on G space and okay. Okay, so this is from week 1. This is for week. Sending the screenshot on G Space.
Sir, can we leave?
One minute. Take a screenshot and then you. Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Sir,
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
sir, whenever I am trying to solve previous year question, I know the formula, but I don't know how to apply a formula in question.
Okay, I'll come to it in next session only. But for now, my answer would be that uh, for some questions you try to see solution first and again attempt them.
Okay, sir.
That would help.
Yes,
Like for example, activity. Yes.
yes, sir. I do have that problem actually. In practice
Okay.
assignments, we have questions like practical questions.
Same
So,
here, sir. Same problem.
Okay. So what you all do, you know that activity questions and practice assignments are not graded, right?
Yes, sir.
What you do is first go through the questions and which question you are not able to do, search them on Google or ChatGPT. Most probably you will find the solution, or else the solution will be given below the question itself when you submit it. And after submitting the first attempt or the second or third attempt, after that see the solutions, check from Google and ChatGPT solutions, learn it, and reattempt the same questions with same
But
value.
sir, if I will see solution now, then I realize I know it's a easy question I can solve, but on that time I didn't get how to solve.
Yes,
That's
yes.
fine.
Same
That's the
Okay,
main
problem.
problem.
give a gap. Like for example, today you saw the solution of all PA questions or activity questions, all of them together, practice assignment and activities, like any one assignment. All the solutions you have seen today. Tomorrow, open it again. You won't see the answers there. Don't mark the answers. Just see the solutions. And the next day or after few hours, you can again attempt it. And don't be lazy that you know the solution, you will just directly write the solution down, write the answer. Don't remember the answers and write it down. Solve them. Give some gap between saying solution and practicing the same questions again.
But sir, if I will practice again, it will be like I'm doing rectification or something because the whole image in my mind.
Sir, PA is easy, but GA questions are tough. Like I'm getting only 80 in it.
Um, for week 1 and 2, not week 1, but week 2, I would say literally like write down random equations on the graphing calculators and see how it changes as you change the value. Or else try using YouTube. Try searching visualizing math or something like those keywords. You'll get many videos and many interesting peoples. Here it's not possible to cover everything and even show the graphics. So
I
there
have
on
doubt, sir.
YouTube, yes.
Sir, if we see the PYQ's question and we practice more in that itself, it's enough, no, sir?
That is more than practicing AQ, activity question, practice assignments, graded assignments, and then PYQs. That's more than enough. For anyone, it's more than enough. But for the people who can't think and solve it on the first step, try. So, like for example, this domain range questions are there on YouTube. Go and search domain range topic or concepts. You will get many interesting videos, and it is personally curated by yourself, so you know that which video will be better for you, which person would be better for you, right? Because everyone's understanding is different, everyone's uh, language is different, right? So I would say explore the same topics or concepts outside using the internet, and come back to the questions and solve it. And it's not ratification, that only I'm saying. I'm not telling you to remember the answers. I'm telling you to remember the steps, like which formula to apply, when to apply. For example, just now I said that how do you apply area of triangle formula? One is to find its area, that is the literal way. And the second is to find if 3 points are collinear or not, right? So think in that way, not like directly like putting in the numbers, calculating. Huh. First, think that which formulas to apply. Second, improve calculations, lessen silly mistake in calculation, and third, practice. So that's it for from my side for right now.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you everyone. Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Good night, sir.